So this is a tutorial on how to use signupgenius.com, a website that can help you schedule your conferences for your parents later this month. This is a website that Team Angelo used last year, and we had some good success with it. And so I figured I could walk you through how to use it in case anybody else at Annie Sullivan wanted to. I was introduced to this website by my kids' teachers, and what happens is I get an email from the teacher and says, please click on this link. You're invited for a parent conference. And when I clicked on the link, I had something that looked like this. And this is a sign up that I created for Team Yoko, and I'm going to walk you through how to create it. But the idea is the parents get this email, they click on this link, and then all they do is click on whatever time or date they want to sign up. They click submit and sign up. They're asked if they want to be a member. They don't have to be. If they want to, then it's free and there's no obligation or anything. And then whoever your contact person is, in this case it's me, I would then have a record as to who signed up and when. And when I did this last year, I sent the email out, and by the end of the day, which was just a couple hours later, everybody was all signed up. There weren't any conflicts, and it was pretty smooth. At the end, I'll tell you about one glitch that we had, but so far it's pretty good. So here's how you would do it. First, of course, you would go to signupgenius.com, and then I'm already logged in. If you are going to do this, you do want to create an account. Again, it's free, so it doesn't take very long. And the next thing I do is I'm going to create a sign up. So first they ask you to name your group, and what I did was create a new group called, here I am, Team Yoko. And the title of the sign up, I just wrote Fall Conferences. Now down here under description is the little message that you can put in your sign up. You would send your own message in the email blast to your parents, but this is what I would write. Please choose a date, time for parent conferences. Obviously, you can write whatever you want, and then we continue. Then you get to pick a pretty theme. What I did was go to fall and fall holidays, and picked autumn leaves. Scroll down. You obviously have lots of options. That's the one I chose. And then the next part for dates and times, what type of event are people signing up for? You would choose time slots. And you can tell it says range of times, like a parent-teacher conference, and this will allow you to set up intervals for certain dates, just like what you want to do, and here's how you do it. So your start date is going to be October 30th. Your end date is going to be October 31st. Your location, whatever room that you're going to do, and then you just click off of any days you're not going to use. I'm going to do a start time of 11:15. Again, whenever your team would start, that's when you would go. And I would say our last conference ends at 3. So you decide when you're going to begin, when you're going to end, and I'm going to make each time slot 15 minutes. And obviously, you can decide what you want to do with this. If you want to make it 20 minutes and build in 5 minutes between, you can do that. If you're going to make them only 10 minutes, I'll show you how you can edit it a little bit. If you want to build 5 minutes in between conferences and still show the proper times. So you start out with this anyway. And I click this. I need to go through this step more than once, just in case you make a mistake and you want to edit it. It's good to have that in there. And I click continue, and now here they are. Now I can edit or delete any dates or times, and you can see here all the times listed. And let's say I wanted to, instead of having the conferences back up one right next to each other, I want this one to start at 11:35. I would go to edit and edit selected, and and then I would switch this to 11:35, and I would switch this to 11:50, and then I would update them. And if I look at my list, you'll see that this is now updated. And if you wanted to do a whole bunch of them, you could edit just about all of them. Click on the ones that you want to edit, and then click again on Edit Selected, and then you'll be able to go in and tinker with the times as you need to. I'm going to put this back just because it'll be easier to look at, but that's how you edit the times. And one thing that you may want to think about too is if you have parents that you want to invite for certain time slots before anybody else is invited, before you get the blast. Let's say you have a parent that you know you want to see them and this is the time slot you're going to offer them and they accept it, then when you send out your Genius, you may want to delete that so that you don't see it, that parents won't see that as a choice. What we did last year is I deleted ones that we had already saved for previous parents when we sent out the blast, and then once the time slots were all full, I just went back in and edited and added those time slots and added in the names of the people who we had saved them for, and then that way every team member had a list of who was coming and when. So that's one way you can do that by reserving, if you want to reserve sometimes. So let's say we're all done with that. I have all my times. I'm not going to add any new dates. I don't think I need to add any more dates or times. I'm going to update what I have. And now I'm on slots. And all I'm doing here is kind of giving a name to those time slots. So I'm just going to call them conference. And this just tells me how many people are going to be, or how many people can sign up for that time slot. And I only want one sign up per conference. And I only have to do that once. And then I don't really need to mess around with my layouts. I'm just going to go ahead and continue. So now here's the part where you get to see what they will see and what you want. So you'll automatically see their name. That's required. You can decide if you want the email or not. So you can decide yes or no, I want to see the email. You can decide if you want the phone number. You can decide if you want the address. I said no to those. If you don't want people to know who's in front of them, you can hide the names. So that would be fine for you. And if you don't want to hide the names, then you don't have to. So now you can also have the group members put a comment if they want to. I didn't require this because, why? And then here's some more preferences. Do you want to notify me by email when someone signs up? Yes, that's very helpful because it tells me I should check my Sign Up Genius and see what it looks like. And then this gives me an automatic reminder. This allows a list member to swap so I don't have to do anything. The parents can take care of it themselves. And, do I want them to share about this on Facebook or Twitter? I guess. It's up to you. Then I would continue. And then here's what it looks like. So now we're back to what I had created before. So then the next step, this is just here a preview. The next step is to proceed to invite and publish. And so here I am. So send to emails that I enter below, and this is where you would already have either an import for all of your team emails, however you're going to do this, but this was Jackie's call, so if you have a question on that, I would ask Jackie. And then here's the email text that you would get, and you can obviously edit that as well as you would like to. So once you've gone ahead and entered in your emails and you've got your text, you can preview it, and then the next thing you can do is either say, I want to look at this again, save as a draft for later. You could say, all right, I'm going to have my sign up be live, so if I ask somebody to sign up, then they can pick from a link. And that's another option if you want to send out just an email to people that you know you want to see, give them all the list, and then they get the preview, if you will, of the sign up. You could do it that way. And then once those slots are taken, you could then go ahead and send out your invites to the rest of the group. And that's it. So that's how you use Sign Up Genius. I hope this was helpful. And if you have any, oh, I don't know what I did there. If you have any questions, just let me know. And that's it.